If you want to grab our men's lifestyle supplement and male advantage ebook, all links are in the bio. We hear this line all the time. Oh, I can't have kids. Top of my head, I know about 8 men that have got kids now who have said to me, oh, she couldn't have kids when we got together. You know, like my dad was in this scenario. My dad met this woman when he left me, mum, whatever, left the family when I was like 14. Met this woman and was like, everybody said, oh, you're a bit old now, you're going to have kids. He was like, oh no, she can't have them. You know, now that woman has a kid with dad, you know, who's like 9 years old, my stepbrother, and she has another child with another man. So going from not being able to have kids to suddenly being able to have two with two different men, suddenly you think you're not a problem here. Okay, you can definitely have kids. Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be talking about something very briefly, but it's going to help millions of men around the world, okay, with a problem that a lot of guys aren't aware of, and probably even more guys have found out, but they're too kind of proud to admit that they were fooled. And also they're in love, they're in a relationship, they have children, whatever, they don't want to ruin all of that. But it's a growing problem of women faking two things. Number one, faking the fact that they can't have children. And number two, faking that they're on the pill when actually they're not, okay? And not telling the guys. And now this happens all the time. Like, you see so many stories where the woman's like, oh, I was on the pill and we're using a condom, but somehow we got pregnant. And you think, really? Really? Like, the chances of that, it should be impossible with a condom, plus the pill. Like, it should be impossible, but they're like, oh, it was a 0.00001% chance. You sure you didn't stop taking the pill and just pop a hole in that condom? Are you sure? Because I just think it's almost impossible for that scenario to take place. It could just be the pill scenario, where it's like, oh, it's fine, she's on the pill. And then people say, oh, you can still get pregnant on it. And then, every fucking 5 minutes, somebody's getting pregnant on the pill. And they're like, oh, does it even work? It was that rare opportunity. If the percentage is that small, what's the chances of it being you? Do you win the lottery all the time? No. Okay, so if the percentage is that small, like, come on, guys, like, something happened there. Like, she wanted to have kids. You said, maybe a couple years' time. She just sped that process up. Women will do that shit. Now, it's not all women, okay? And not all women are lying when they say, I can't have kids. It's a terrible scenario for a lot of women that want to have kids but can't. And I don't think there's anything wrong with adopting. I think there's a lot of people on the planet already. It's not the worst scenario in the world, but there are a lot of women who are faking that individual fact, okay? They're faking that we hear this line all the time. Oh, I can't have kids. Top of my head, I know about 8 men that have got kids now who have said to me, oh, she couldn't have kids when we got together. Like my dad was in this scenario. My dad met this woman when he left me, mum, whatever, left the family when I was like 14. Met this woman and was like, everybody said, oh, you're a bit old now, you're going to have kids. He was like, oh no, she can't have them. Now that woman has a kid with dad, who's like 9 years old, my stepbrother, and she has another child with another man. So going from not being able to have kids to suddenly being able to have two with two different men, suddenly you think you're not a problem here. Okay, you can definitely have kids. And I just think this gets used all too often. I think so many women will say that, when they meet a guy that they actually genuinely like, in an attempt to speed shit up. I think that's what it is, to kind of get that guy to drop his guard, where like the guy will tell his friends like, oh yeah, I just bust inside her, it doesn't matter. And they're like, wait, what? You don't pull out? But what? You don't want to have a baby? Oh, no, it's fine. She can't have kids. About a year later, that guy is sat at home looking after twins. You know what I mean? Like, it happens so often. And there's nothing wrong with kids. I tell you guys this all the time, but you have to be financially ready for them. You have to be in a position where you've got so much money, the amount of time and money lost from raising children won't really affect your life. And this is the fuckery. This is what really annoys me about women in this scenario. Or the one about the pill where they go off it for like a week, just don't tell the guy. This is what really fucking annoys me. Is that bloke wasn't ready for a reason. That man was not ready for an exact reason. Maybe he didn't have the money. Maybe he just didn't like the timing of it. Maybe he wanted to accomplish something in his life. It was just, he was 27. He wants to have kids around about 37. It's just not online with his male timeline. Her female timeline, maybe she's 25. It's perfect. It's go time. She wants to do it. Selfishly, she will trick him into doing it. And like I said, there's so many guys. Like, go and talk to your friends, whatever, who have got kids and whatever. I guarantee you can think of some off the top of your head as well. I guarantee you've had this conversation with them before. But out of like 100 friends, I guarantee there's like 20 of those guys that have had kids based on that scenario. Oh, she said you couldn't have kids. Look at us now, we got 3. Bloody hell. And they think it's a joke. Like, they don't see through the fucking lies. I don't know whether they're like blocking that themselves, they're masking it, or whether they're just too stupid to realize that they were fooled. But so many guys will do that, where they'll just play it off and like see it as a joke. Oh, she couldn't have them. Look at us now. Bloody hell. Funny how things happen, isn't it? You think, mate, you were tricked into this. Like, you were set up. She wanted something and selfishly went about it and said, fuck you, your life and your goals. I selfishly want children. If you're not going to do it, I'm just going to make it happen. You know, we're going to have them eventually anyway, but that's not the point. You know, the point is he wasn't ready for them. You've just messed up his entire life. Financially, he's not ready. It's a shit scenario, and I want you guys to watch out for that. So if you're ever with, you know, it wouldn't be a random woman, I assume. It might be if you're really handsome and successful, whatever. But like, if you're ever in a relationship with a woman, or you've been seeing somebody for a couple months and she says, oh, don't worry, I can't have kids, don't worry about it. Or, you know, you meet a woman for the first time, or you've been dating for a little while, she says, oh, I'm on the pill, it's fine, I'm on the pill. Still pull out. Just don't risk it, okay? Don't risk it, because those words just before sex, you know, we all go, hey, yeah, that's fine, let's just jump in there. But those fatal last words, you know, 10 years down the line, you know, you're going to be sat there, obviously 10 years older, with a lot less money, thinking, how the fuck did that happen? You know, maybe not even being together, because you're like, well, you know, I didn't really want this to happen. Now you're arguing, messed up your goals. You're going to be one of those guys that's like 40 years old, 35 years old, whatever, and his life just went sad because he had an unexpected child. Wasn't planned. Oh, she said she couldn't have kids. Oh, she was on the pill and it happened. You know, fuck's sake. Why does it have to be me that fell into that 0.001% chance? Well, you were set up. Like, when something seems to be, you know, when something seems to be crazy, when something seems to be like, oh, wow, how did that happen? That was a rare percentage. Usually it's set up. You know, usually it's been forced forward. Something's happened, whatever. Like, it's been pushed forward. It's just a mindset that you need to develop, guys. So watch out for that. Any women that you sleep with for the first time, any women that you're dating for a short period of time, if your girlfriend has been pressuring you to have children for a long, long time, maybe a year or two, and saying, when can we do it? I really want to do it. If she ever says, you know, it's fine, I'm on the pill, just come inside me, don't do it. Just please don't do it, guys. Always pull out. If she doesn't like that and she gets angry, you probably got your answer. She was trying to set you up. You know, if it's not all women. It's not going to happen with all women, but I'd say 1 in 5 are willing to play that game, are willing to play that trick. And it fucks guys' lives up, and that annoys me. So watch out, guys. Little heads up. Enjoy the weekend. If you want to grab our men's lifestyle supplement and male advantage ebook, all links are in the bio.